Welcome to Knoxville, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, where the hymn of choice is good old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Vols will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Jacksonville State Gamecocks offense will get the first possession of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David.
Just slid the touchdown, Gamecocks. A great catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So Tennessee's offense will go to work for the first time. And this one ought to be a ton of fun. A couple of guys who operate at an ultra-elite level.
And you just know you're going to get points today. Both offenses have great signal callers, great quarterbacks, so you know every possession, Jesse, really matters.
Yeah, this is a quarterback duel. Make no mistake about it. And honestly, this game could come down to which guy has the ball last.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Vols send out the punt unit.
Number 19.
Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Comes out throwing on first down. He finds his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. He's thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Looking to throw on second down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And the ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Caught in the backfield, it's Schaefer. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, after having 3 sacks in their last game, this offense knew they had to ID where this guy was going to line up every play, and they had to have an answer for him. Didn't have one there. He is so strong. He's so fast, and he just knows how to get home to the quarterback. He's got a sixth sense.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Out of the gun to give to the back. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. It's good.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Trying to make magic with his feet. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? It's just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
At the 35, he's loose. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They're bringing heat. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. And he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
You know, it's going to be so important for this offense to get better up front protecting and try to give this quarterback a pocket to throw from, because David, right now in that last play, he had no chance.
Yeah, and step one in stopping a good passing attack is always being able to affect the quarterback. And it's not always with sacks, and sometimes it's with pressures, but when you get the sacks and now you get them behind the sticks and put them in more predictable situations, that is exactly what you want from your defense.
No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touched.
The freshman able to get home with the sack. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. He's looking to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, it's Hutchinson. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Got it in stride inside the 20. A huge play, and they finally get him out of bounds and avert complete disaster on the final play of the first quarter. Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. And the Gamecocks have pushed it inside the 20. They'll go to the ground.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a crease to the left. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Gamecocks are on the move. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Kennesaw State put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Owls had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Vols come to the line in the hurry-up.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, 2 great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
On the ground, it's Morton. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. We'll see if they go back to the run here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Gonna try to get it himself. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
On the move. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. Stumbled to the ground.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. The give to the back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Complete on 3rd down. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on 1st down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's Morton.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting the pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
And this is dropped in incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Vols will call on their punt team. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a second down play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Oh, they knock it free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Pressure coming.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Coming after it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hutchinson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence.
And down he goes back at the 3. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today.
The Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Allen. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. A first down for the offense. He'll do it himself. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Fires and picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Shakes off the defender. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to...
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Sam Houston went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Bearcats team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you've got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
The give on the inside. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the beatdown has ensued. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Allen. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
And the Volunteers will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll bring it back. It's Hutchinson. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Leaves it with the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And the route is on.
Number 24 with the carry.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Tennessee, 9.
He'll bring it out. It's Allen. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this is...
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
This offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. He'll keep it himself. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
The QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Vols will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to move it through the air. Going to take a shot at this DB. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, you know, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. An explosive play to wrap up the 3rd quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before he carried some momentum for his team into the 4th quarter. Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. It's complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. He's looking to throw. Got the quick pass. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Vols line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
I'll tell you, I love this offense going RPO on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down at any point during the game because this quarterback does a really good job with his decision-making. He does a great job reading the defense, seeing the look, counting the box, and he's almost perfect on these decisions to hand the football off on RPOs.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw, feeling some heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Allen. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Trying to find his man on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's Schaefer. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of their way with their fingernail. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, keep the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they've put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.